tell you. I am Rokiatou Keita. Yesterday I went to the court, okay, with this cut. And this is the wig. My hair is a cut, okay? And this is the wig. I said I came with this, okay? Okay? Let me measure again. I never put the. I don't use the hair extension, fake extension in my hair. Okay? It's a wig. It's a removable. So in the praying time, you can pray. Okay? You can have a wudu. Prefer, okay? Prefer the wudu that you can do the wudu like I usually do the demonstration of the wudu is on my YouTube page. Aljannah Firdaws Rokiatou Keita. Okay? All the demonstration of for the wudu and the prayers is in there. Okay? That's the wig in here. Okay? So one girl is in here. Last time when they say I live in here in the April, I think it's confusing because her hair is a thread, just like this type, right? And she's light skinned, but we don't look like her. My nose is longer than her nose, and my eyes is bigger than eyes. Her stomach is bigger than my stomach because I never give a birth. I never carry pregnancy. I never have abortion. She looks like she have a child before. She looks like she give a birth to somebody, and she looked like she was about to be paralyzed, like her leg is like a domain because when she walk like that, she do like this, and she put her feet like that. Nothing is wrong with me. Only one of my hip is shorter than one. Because when I was one of my left hip is a little shorter than my right hip. Because when I walk, I don't limp because limping is somebody who jump with a cane on the arm. I don't limp. Okay, I'm balancing my hip because when I balance, I go to one side. My left side is short and my right side is longer. My right hip is longer. My left hip is shorter. Okay? Then I'm going to sing a song making music. The pampans in it. I'm singing a nigga. I'm going to sing a song. I'm going to sing a nigga. Okay? I'm going to sing a nigga. My right hip is longer than my short hip. Okay? Then I am Rokiatou Keita. My father is a Musa Keita called Nama Keita. My mother is a Salimata Keita. We call Salim Keita. I am Aljannah Firdaws Rokiatou Muhammadi Musa Keita. Okay? But I call Rokiatou Aljannah Firdaws Rokiatou Keita. Okay? Rokiatou Keita is in my birth certificate. Aljannah Firdaws Rokiatou Keita is not in there. Rokiatou Keita is in there. Okay? Yesterday I went to the court with the different clothing with this same hat. I didn't have no earring. Okay? Last time when I come, they break this one in here. Last time when I was sleeping, because the camera fight with me in the Mariamba and Sam Kamara went to provoke me when they see me dressing. They say the husband is a Sissoko and I'm married with a Mamadou Sissoko. I divorced in 2020. November 5th, 2020. November 5th, 2020. I divorced. Then November 21. 2000, November 22, 2021. Okay? I went to Africa. November 5, 2020, I divorced with them. I'm not married anymore. November 21, I went to November 2021, I went to Africa. Okay? They did not bring me to the US. I was living in the US without them. I was working. I buy the land, I buy the house before I didn't know them. Okay? When I divorced, they say they give me the home. It's not theirs. When I get married, my husband give me bride price. It was a $557, and I reimburse it to them. Quand on m'a marié, la dot de mariage, c'est 557. J'ai remboursé. Dollars, j'ai remboursé. Dès que j'ai pour Wabidru and you. Wabidru ni keme wolof la nye pour ma follow sibu. I gave to my mother Salimata Keita in Bamako, Mali. And she went to give somebody, they went to send them. I called my husband, as he's seen on Facebook. He called himself Famori Shisoko. He's a tall guy in France. People know that. He speaks Soninko. The Soninko people know him. He speaks Soninko. He's a Shisoko, but he's a Soninko man. Okay? Marakat Soninko, they do Soninko, be Soninko Kane. Shisoko Milo be Soninko Kane. Okay? Avec France. Kone Furla Musoma, Kone Mafuru Musoma Ichedi. They say that I get married to a female. I say no, that was a man. They speak Soninko. Okay? I'm not a transgender female. Born and raised a female. They buy me the white dress. Include that white dress, the bazen. Okay? I used to sell the bazen before I know them. I didn't know them. I used to sell the bazen in the US for 20 years. Okay? I was born in 1981, by 1985 in my birth certificate in the US. I was born in Bamako, Mali, Hospital Laboratory, 1981. Some Bakilani, some Kemako, some Bishop in Italy. I'm 42. Yes, I'm been a Nifladi. But the birth certificate I have is in Bamako, Mali, is 1981. But in the US, naturalization I put 1985. Some Bakilani, some Kemako, the short, the cut my book is a 3 years and a half, 4 years different. Okay? It's not the age. They say I have a full stem card because of the age. I've been telling you. They say in Africa, if you're huge and then you don't get the full stem, it's not the same. This is not the same. The full stem that they have in everywhere, they have this in everywhere. Somebody who lost their job, when people betray you, I usually work. And I make a really good income. That's why I built the house. I usually have a business. If you lose your job, you go get a full stamp card. Every day show my food stamp card. I have my food stamp card. When I bring my food, they say that their husband give to me. Fuck that, yeah. I'm not a prostitute. I was born a religious. Okay? I have a dignity. I'm a dignity woman. And when I start insulting them, they get upset. Of course, I have to insult them because they're treating me like a prostitute. I have a food stamp card. They betray my job. I have a food stamp card. Okay? And if nobody can use nobody food stamp card, I have my own name. My name is Rokiatou, is in Rokiatou Keita. I am the one having that. Okay? They say it's for them, it's not for them. That's not true. The whole entire world setup is this. But in Africa, since people, Africa and India and Muslim community and some Christian Catholic, they can marry 4 wives, 6 marry 7. Muslim only can marry 4. Okay? But the messenger of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala marry 11. Okay? Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The Christian Catholic, they marry polygamy marriage. Okay? Not every Christian. So everywhere they have polygamy marriage, and some people who have children outside the marriage from the couple concubine, from the couple that never get married. On appelle ça couple concubinage en français. We call that couple concubinage in French. That children to them, so is a jealousy because of the testament. When they fight for the heritage of the parents, I never the wealth for the parents or the husband. I never collect wealthy from nobody. I do work. My father died. I never collected nothing. I work and I purchase my land and I send the money. I purchase my land. Yes. When I first send the money, the day I want to send the money in the MoneyGram 9,500 in 2019. That was the time I purchased the land. And when I send the money, then that's the time I build the home. That was before I get married. I was working. I was doing PCA job, and I get a check every week. Okay? the Capital One Bank. That's why I went to there. If my name is Rokiatou Keita, my mother say I'm not a build the building. I'm not a did not build the fork. The house is in Sabalbugu, Bamako. I went to have a procuration on my name in the Mali embassy. Okay, I am a Rokiatou Keita. When I come to make the procuration, last time I showed here, I am the one who was doing that. And you will say, I'm not a twin, je ne suis pas jumelle. Je ne suis pas jumelle, je n'ai jamais donné naissance. Aminata is not my father's child. Aminata came in US in 2008 telling me her and her father, Aminata Ba, la Geneva Jallo mother and Ali, Geneva Jallo daughter and Ali Ba daughter. Aminata Ba came from Africa in 2008. She was 23, I was 27. And in 2012, they went to Lombard, Illinois and give a birth, Fatou Traoré, give a birth to little girl Aminata, trying to bullying me. So I've been working in the United States for 25 years. So everything I got, they think I'm stupid. I'm not an illiterate. I went to school in Africa to 11th grade. I went to school to finish high school in US and college and university, comprehensive high school, TCI college. I'm 42. When I came in here in 2001, 25 years ago, I was 20, 19, between 19 and 20. And the high school is over in 21. I left high school at my age of 20. I graduated, but I left that and went, okay? I left that. They say I was a little child, I was a grown-up woman, everybody was a motherfucker. They was the same age with me. They was same age with me, they're sabotaging me. Okay? I never attended school with the children who was, that's not true. Je ne suis pas allée à cours du soir. Je suis allée à l'école normale. Même jardin d'enfants, mon âge de 2 ans. 2 years old, I went to daycare in Africa. In Arabic school. I was 2 years. I'm not for Taramo or my Ecola. Etaramo or my Ecola. Work I shika for Emma de Ecola Jono Galuni. African Mogo de Ecola San Wulumbla. African Demson de Ecola San Wulumbla. Nessan Flag or a madrasal. Okay? Nessanji Duru and Donis. I was Nesor 81. 87 ne donna kalana depuis san woro Afrique denw bɛ don kalana san 7 san 7 de denw bɛ don kalana ok ne san 2 de donna madrasa la Usey Zakaria fɛ c'est que ne donna jona de san 2 1 year 2 years I started school when I was 2 years. It was a daycare. Everybody else was 7 years. Some was 6 years. Kurtum was 7 years old. Okay, in Mayambugu Sogongo, Mayambugu Falaji. One dark-skinned girl was named Kurtum. She was 7 years old. She was going to school. I was 2 years. 1, 2, we're not the same family member. And my father's town, they have Kurtum Dambele and Rokiatou Dambele. And they have Aminata Jallo, they call Rokiatou Jallo. I am Rokiatou Keita. I went to Mandarsa in Mayambugu. Okay? I was in my mother family, my mother parents' house. My mother bring me when I was 1 year and so my mother take me to her father home. They say I went to the domestic violence. I said that's not true. Even the day of the judgment, I will go to my mother. Hey, you the one who bring me to your parents. When I was one baby, I was innocent. So you the domestic violence criminality, I am not the one. Okay? They say I never become a baby. I said that's not true. When my mother would carry me inside like that in her stomach, she will die. She could not give birth to a grown-up woman like me like that. Nobody ever give a birth to somebody like this. I was born in hospital. Okay? And my mother take me to my father home in Trokorobu. Then they have the party for the baby shower after birth. In Africa, the Muslims do the baby shower after birth, 7 days. Then when they break my hip, everything when they take me to their parents' house, they say I come to the domestic violence. That's not true. Ne bare taram ne afa solo hali ala fe mbi no mini. Aket do golina kene kanta kama na ko moko babe kanikila ko moko babe kanikila ko mabe ko baka ase to ko baka fa ase tene bay ase to ko baka fa ase te bay ase fitini mufle ebe ina bo fara ku jila o ma ko mebe en ase je bi no mini haket do golina kene kanta ale misikara zaratin tatu bi no mene ko kiyama sabla 200 kele ni kalo wolo o te se ka ta mo ko shika bugo no ni mo ko do ma to blay ese ya famia kani yere ndako la de nebe bange baga do ngini me ni ko kibe mene kibe nga dunia la no ma sabla te se ka ne kala har la no ko ni ma ibu kan ga hero kuma ni ko kata di mo ma mana kan kula he bi no mine de hali ala fenti bla he okay hali ala fenti bla muso be muso kelen ye toro amena fa kuma ko nyani mai muso la malo mai cheba ko ne te cheba ko ne muso ne te nyani fe Ola ko maram bo tinyani ola ko bingin tinyani ko fa mata ko ko mariam e mai ko nyani mai musula nyani tebe muso daga bana muso ale di ke mani ke kare e mai ka bro ene boka ne binga de ta ma ko kare e mai ne ka do ma di bela ne te nyani he ala ya do ko ne muso daga bana muso ni muso bora muso to bo complexe muso ni kabiri be bamuna fini kono ay boka se ama foto ma ko nyani mai musula okay se kan mai ke ba ko okay ne baye muso yin faye ce atara ne fala nyani kala nyani ne faya shigo kuma la kala segen kuna ko ni ce musu wari soro ko beta muso flata ka dese fo ka buluba pour que kana se ka muso ta aw yere ka kalikilla donc ayala nyani kala segen suno ne faye ce na bora ce to be complexe wona yere muso ni mora muso to be complexe amana ko ne ke lu jura to be ka ne bo ka ne dinga ni to kan ala de ne barika ne fa oy cha comme na fok na ko fada comme na ko oy ka ferdi okay ibe dinaw dina be bato dunia kono ya abe bato fe on digene ya man be qur'an ko no tene ka kuma yu o mani mo ko me muslim ye mo be qur'an ko no bu dike mo ko bible ko no bu dike man be ne mo bla yu kama na fa ko ka fada amna ko ka fa ya gale o ma ko oy ka ferdi se ya famia we muso te se ka ne traumatisé te se ka ne complexe parce que stupide ya motherfucker okay ya tuku banti obe saboteur be mo lankolo be kamo ko kuma la bushi obe kamo ko bodala obe kamo ko buja obe okay ala bato fen wonne ni tawro kan ni jaw bibu mani kan ka ala bato ka ko male obe ana se kata mo do ma fenji ko yen ko sabulani mo ko ke muslimi be ni ko qur'ane mo ko be qur'ane ko mani fo e ka dina be ko dika ni ko ke kreti wax fi ne ko bible mo ko e ka dina be sigi e ka dina te sigi islam so e ka dina te sigi ifa de muso e ka dina te sigi mo do e bo contrôler bo ahera contrôler o e ka affaire bi ko mina video ke mina partager kam mo ko ya ko mo okay kam mo bali ko mo okay nek muso te ken ka alay dina muso ala ka fem pa ka la ni la sanfe ni be ala ko ni okay wone re muso ke pa ne be anna dara ala ko ko ke kirai imana ke kuma fa ila ko le kira muso do kire mane ya te bara ke di muso ne re kira muso kira mo be ala ka kira be sanfe kira mo sa ala ka kira be okay kira be ka ko mo ala ka kira mo okay wone ne re makas ni mana tanya ko na ka ta ya ma itu ko ko ya ya ko Aljannah Firdaws okay yung ano mo ba kita yang ada foto ko yung funny mo okay wala dalam mana okay yung bila ka kuma bang so foto ko mo kita bang so to isa itu garap ko pa okay bantu ko yung ini kata madu kene dalam mandir mon petit frère là il s'appelle Mohamed il part à l'école il partait au Sacré-Cœur il est marié il ne parle pas de souliers pas de sandales ok parce que c'est Fatma Traoré fell him and they break his earring piece inside of his ear. Okay? In 1990, when I was 9 years. Okay? Mata Traoré was a married woman. Even though that's a fiat Kalapo, and Musa Kalapo is I'm over at the gate. Alright? I'm over at the gate. Last time when my husband Mamadou Sissoko asked me, who dropped your what happened to your brother? He's a handsome guy but he cannot talk. I said, when I was 9 and he was 3 months, one baby, my mother was give to my mother carried him, and someone come to take it from my mother. There was a renting in my father. Okay? They're renting my father. In our home, they're living there. She said she doesn't have a son, she only have a daughter. She come to kill my brother. She put him here. Then my brother, she's a huge and fucking good. She's huge like this. Okay? Very tough and huge and dark skin that was. They're from Masina. They're the bozo. Okay? Her husband is a bozo from Masina. Okay, Masina. Okay? Okay, Masina. Okay? But her mother is a Amikoitan family. Amikoitan mother family. Okay? But they are away. Okay, I am okay. I'm looking at it and my brother is like, when my brother falls, he command his eyes and his neck and his earring piece. Then he say, don't say Fatima. My wife is named Fatima. Don't say Fatima. Okay? I tell him he have a wife. He say he didn't have no wife. Somebody tell him to marry wife. He married me after he married me in Africa. That's why the Imam Jallo and Imam Dambele family is the two Imam in our town. Okay? In 2019, September 2019, I get married in here. Okay? And my husband was here. Until they do that was my last marriage. They did that in Africa. My husband is in France and I'm here. And I want to take a picture in photography. Okay? Then the day I was posting my husband and my picture. Okay? Whenever I send my husband picture and send my picture, they will say I'm making a joke. But I was not making a joke. My husband was a divorce. Okay? Because when he was doing that, he said somebody tell him to marry Fatima Dabo. Okay? I said Fatima Dabo, that I know he's married with a Yaya Dabo. Fatima Dabo husband name is Yaya Dabo. So he would like to get married with Fatima Dabo. Eh? Okay. Then I divorced and he said he's gonna remarry me. I said no, I don't wanna remarry you. I reimbursed the total. I reimbursed the bride price. Furna follow. What Francefa, what did you need? Okay? The 20,000 that I went to official check that I dropped in Africa, they said that was the total motherfucker. That's my job check. Okay? That was the official check from my bank account because I worked the whole entire year. I have the 73,000. Then I take a 20,000 to go to Africa and take a 31,000 to go to Africa and 19,000 to go to this motherfucker says for them. They only give me $557 for the goat, for the bride price, and I reimburse them. That's it. That's it. Okay? I get direct deposit only from the bank account for my job. I always work. I am a U.S. nationality motherfucker. Okay? And I'm going to the court right now. I'm doing this. Yesterday I was in the court. Today the court is over yesterday. I'm going to get the certificate of the disposition. Certificate of the case dismissing. Okay? It's over. So my record is gonna be clean. Alright? It's over. Alright? I'm not fighting with them, my husband, because I don't have nothing to do with them. But I've divorced with them. My husband is ex-husband, my ex